Alright, so this is going to be a very controversial and to some even a sensitive topic. So if you get easily offended, then don't, I guess. Or just click off the video. Because quite frankly, I don't want to sugarcoat this and make it all wishy-washy just to cater for your feelings. Now, we live in a period where as a guy, being masculine is seen as toxic or bad. And where being more feminine is okay and even encouraged. Well, I disagree. Because masculinity is more important than ever. Because most men still act like boys. And what happens to feminine boys, you might ask? Well, they're weak. They can't do anything for themselves and they wimp out. But why are most guys so feminine? Well, if you just take a look around you and see what the media and movies are showing us, then you'll see it clear as day. Men are portrayed as weak and submissive. We are raised in a feminine society. In school, we're taught to sit still, cross our legs, and to be a good little boy and listen to the teachers because that's how you'll excel in school. The guys that are labeled as naughty or who can't sit still are most likely the guys that are very masculine. These guys are sent to detention and all that. And you might be thinking that isn't that bad? I mean, he's disrupting the class and disrespecting the teachers. Well, yes, but it's because they needed our help. They needed to be taught how to become a truly masculine man. Now, I'm not saying men shouldn't have some level of feminine energy. I'm saying that it shouldn't overrule your masculinity. Because the reality of masculinity is being able to control your emotions and being a leader that can make good decisions. You eventually, keyword, eventually, want a loving feminine woman. But before you can do that, you need to become more masculine. Because imagine this, that you right now, the more feminine version of yourself, starts dating this beautiful girl. And you tell her that, oh, Andrew Tate sucks, oh, he's toxic, oh, masculinity is toxic, all of that. And you guys date for a while. Then she starts realizing something. She realizes that you're more feminine than she is. She soon becomes unattracted to you and leaves you for the more masculine version of yourself. You're charismatic, courageous, confident, and you can protect yourself and other people. Don't you think that this girl will be much more inclined to be with this version of you? I think so. And this is the dilemma that the world is facing. Men are too feminine and women are too masculine. You know how magnets attract, right? Opposites attract and like poles repel. Or how rust weakens the attraction. This is exactly what's happening with men and women today. The attraction between the two is weaker and sometimes not even there. That's the reason why most relationships don't work out these days. But don't worry about that right now. Because if you improve yourself, then all of this becomes much easier. So before we dive in how to become more masculine, we need to clear up the difference between toxic masculinity and true masculinity. Toxic masculinity is basically a stereotypical gym bro that's super aggressive. Men are told to be docile, passive, and just weak overall. Jordan Peterson says no. You should be a monster. You need to be ambitious, disciplined, stoic, and chivalrous. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You're either toxic or you're masculine. So you watching this video right now, embrace your masculinity. So how can you become more masculine? If you tell yourself that you aren't in competition with other people or you just compete against yourself, then you have it all wrong. You shouldn't compare yourself to other people and look at their lives and be envious of them. No, that's not what I'm saying. There's a difference between competing and comparing. Competing is wanting to win something by defeating or establishing dominance over the competitor. Obviously, this has to be done in a respectful and uplifting manner. As a masculine man, you need to start competing with your friends and the people around you because it will push you to achieve that goal because, there's a sense of pride in that. And I'm not saying that pride is always good, but, if it helps you achieve that goal, then, why not? I've only recently found a drive and joy for fighting because I would be such a coward and would never fight. But now, I enjoy it. I don't want you to think of fighting as being aggressive and picking on someone and just starting school fights or something. No. As a masculine man, you need to be able to protect not only yourself, but your loved ones, especially them. Sparring with your friends and guys around you shouldn't feel like a sin. It should be fun. Because at the end of the day, you're going to hug each other and things will be okay. Be like a house cat in times of peace, but be able to transform into a lion in times of urgency. I've been talking about goals the whole time, but there's something even greater than goals, and that is your purpose. I've made a video explaining what purpose is and how you can achieve that, but there's just one thing that I wanted to add. Your purpose is like an onion with a lot of different layers you have to peel back. Because once you've achieved your purpose, what then? Are you just going to indulge the rest of your life? No, you have to look for the next chapter in your life. Think of your life as a book where each different chapter is a different purpose with a different version of yourself. As a masculine man, you need to be able to control your emotions and know when things are and aren't under your control. A tip from my English teacher, which has stuck with me, is never place yourself in a situation that you can't control. Don't be a sheep that follows the crowd. Start thinking for yourself and make your own decisions. A masculine man is not a follower, or not a blind one at least, but a leader that can make good decisions. And there you have it, the 5 ways that you can become a masculine man in a feminine society.